It's 11:11. Make a wish.
Welcome to Hacking Hypermobility Podcast.
I'm Luna.
And I'm Shelli.
And we're two bendy mamas.
Hacking Hypermobility.
Hi, it's August 1st. Did you know that August is National Eye Exam Month? If you haven't, you should get your eyes checked. Even if you don't have issues like I'm about to describe, eye health is extremely important, and it's something that I'm passionate about because my grandmother went blind when she was 65. This episode is going to feature me going to my eye doctor and engaging in an exam conducted by Neuralens, and they'll be linked in the show notes. As always, this is for informational and educational purposes. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a forensic accountant who plays a podcaster on the internet. I'm happy to answer any questions about this condition. There are a lot of short form videos on my TikTok. We just got back from the conference and we gained quite a few followers on Instagram, and so we're going to start putting more of our short form content there and on YouTube, and we are currently working on expanding information that we offer and the platforms in which we offer it and the type of media with which you can consume it. Alright, all that said, let's move on to this episode, which is all about binocular vision dysfunction. And I would like to thank my youngest kiddo for being on screen and for participating in this exam with me and for filming it when I was not able to. And I would like to thank Peepers and Crofton Gambrills and Navindi especially, because she never does me wrong when helping me choose my eyewear, and Joe from Newton. Okay, let's go. If you've watched any of my videos for a while, you know that I've complained about my eyes. I have a relatively weak prescription. I have cataracts, salt and pepper cataracts. I have more floaters than I should for someone who has healthy eyes. And I frequently have double vision, blurry vision, struggle to focus. If I choose to be on a screen in the morning, I've pretty much chosen that that's what my eyes are going to be able to focus on for the entire day, because if later in the day I decide I want to do something that requires a longer distance focus, like watch TV, garden, you name it, the eye strain and just fatigue is unbearable. And so that is why over the last several years, many people might have noticed that my presence digitally, or as far as being able to maintain an electronic relationship with someone, if it required me to interact on a screen a lot with texting or sometimes even just talking, I just couldn't even look at a screen. And actually right now, I'm so excited to try on these new glasses because I'm wearing my glasses for the effect of this video, but I actually cannot see myself very well at all because the distance that I'm currently sitting at, like if I want to see well, by watching this video, I would need to be like this. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so we're going to go through the whole, watch me go through this process of finding out the exact prescription of the lenses that I'm about to try on. And just in trying on the little test thingies that they set up at the appointment, which would match my prescription that they determined I needed, was insane. Like, I remember when we first went to high definition televisions, and like when you went back to a standard definition show, we were like, that looks like crap. That's what it was like. So, all right, now let's take a listen to how we got to here.
I am. Sorry, take off my glasses, I assume.
Nope, you leave mine.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so we're going to take your prescription, it goes into it, so we're going to
Sweet.
make sure it's how you're using your eyes
Okay.
in those. All right, so just guide that on for me.
Okay.
My hands.
Oh, hello, little cartoon lady.
cartoon lady.
Yeah. Oh.
Please take a moment to get comfortable. When you're ready, press the start button by moving your head and positioning the white dot over the
Oh.
and wait for it to turn green. The next thing we need to do is to make sure your headset is fitted properly and the eye tracking is working. Use your hands to adjust the headset to the proper position.
Is it turned green when it's in proper? Okay, because I have my proprioception is also cracked. There you go. Oh, so close. There you go. No. There you go.
Yay, fine job. Next, keep your head still and follow this blue dot with just your eyes.
Is the blue dot supposed to get blurry?
No.
Oh, cool.
From now on, don't adjust or touch the headset.
I will do my best. I will sit on my hands.
Throughout the exam, you will see the scale target. Stare at its center and ignore everything else. During the exam, you can blink as often as you need to, but keep your eyes open when they are open. First, we are going to measure your eyes at typical TV watching distance. Remember, keep your eyes on the target and ignore the surrounding objects. Remember, keep your eyes on the center of the target.
Very clear instructions.
I like that.
Just the yellow dot. That's all you're doing.
Whoa.
See how far she is.
Oh.
Wow.
It has like the screen of his computer has all of the steps that you're doing right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has the modules.
Psychedelic, man. This is cool.
And it's showing how much percentage there is. I think that's around like 30-something%.
38.
Now we are
All
going
right.
to measure your eyes at a typical thumb or tablet distance. Just remember to keep your eyes on the target.
Oh, I like the little fake hand.
Mm. Interesting.
This is so cool.
Remember, keep your eyes on the center of the target.
I'm trying to.
So the last part.
This is really cool.
Now I'm just wondering what it looks like.
You'll see.
Run me. I'm next.
Oh! Well, if I didn't know I had,
We can edit those too.
yeah.
While I finalize your test results, let me show you how eye misalignment might be related to your neck pain and other symptoms.
Quite sure it's pretty related.
Throughout the day. The green lines you are seeing indicate where your eyes should be aligned with viewing digital devices like smartphones, tablets, or computers. The red lines indicate the alignment where your eyes are most comfortable during the test. The mismatch between the red and green lines indicates that your eyes may be struggling to comfortably align throughout the day. This puts strain on the largest nerve in your head, leading to pain and potentially causing neck pain and other indicated symptoms. Your results have been finalized.
Thank you, computer lady.
Her name is Lindsay.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay, I love that.
Welcome back.
Thank you. That was super cool.
Yeah.
Ready to switch off?
All right, it's my turn. This machine is gonna wash my glasses.
And your first name again, I'm so sorry.
Carolyn, Carolyn.
You would think the sales rep would have a little bit more
Nah.
better name.
You
Okay.
talk to people all day. Like,
There's like 20 people here in the meeting. Okay, so yeah, we could probably do it without yours because
Right.
you do have a pretty low script. It's it's a little different, but it'll get a better result.
I mean, you'll get to see my eyes being crazy and
So that machine confirmed that I have issues.
It confirmed that you have convergence insufficiency,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about your symptoms.
Okay.
And then the doctor,
Right.
obviously you've had this conversation.
Yeah,
with him,
yeah.
But just to kind of see, like, is this correlated? The good news is the product's guaranteed, so if it doesn't work, you can
Oh,
bring it
well.
back. And we'll have a policy on.
Yeah. Standard
Yeah.
buy stuff, like verbiage and all
Yeah, I
that.
think 90
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
oh my god, hello.
Right?
Isn't she cute?
Isn't Lindsay cute?
To get comfortable. When you're ready, press the start button.
She's very helpful.
The white dot with the
She reminds me of the characters from that movie with the emotions. What was that? Inside Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use your hand to adjust the headset to the proper position.
Yeah, this took me forever.
Great job.
But hey, now I understand why all of my nails are slightly crooked. Like before, I was doing like DIY projects and stuff.
Mhm.
I would use a level, like it would be 50 times. It's like it's level, and my husband would come in and he's like, it's just off. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, the level said so. And he's
Don't adjust.
Yeah.
now I understand. Now it all makes sense.
I'm a lot, Lindsay.
And
Thank you.
you use your eyes all the time, so
Throughout the exam, you will see the
it impacts people differently. But
there and its center.
we have studies with reading speed,
During the exam,
so if your eyes are looking at something different, everyone's does slightly. At
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, your eyes are tired. They're not lining up exactly where they're supposed to be.
That explains why at the end of the day I would.
Your finger, or you're losing your place and you're going back.
Yeah,
Can drive you nuts.
I struggled with that a lot, and I struggled with
I'm
just
looking at petri dishes right now.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It's really hard because I really want to look at the other.
I know the ADHD is strong in this family.
Yeah.
I just want to know what they are.
Club now.
It's
Yeah, us three.
well. So here's the thing: this condition, like all of these things that I'm experiencing. So I didn't get diagnosed with ADHD. I found out I was autistic, which my son was diagnosed when he was 5. So over the years, I was kind of like,
Hello, hand.
Mhm.
I don't
But
think I see it.
all of these things kind of run in a pack, and it's anytime I find anything new that is I'm experiencing, and then I read like comorbid conditions or like because I've had my whole genome done too.
Yeah.
I'll look and I'll be like, should I know?
Yeah.
What do you think, ma'am?
It's kind of scary.
You're doing good. You're almost
I
done.
feel like I'm in a void.
all done.
Aw, thank you, Lindsay.
Well, I finalized your test.
I'm looking. Oh, there
So
we
you
go.
move your head.
Isn't that,
There we go.
isn't that cool?
For the motion sickness question, I'm giving it a 4 because it's just happened recently. Started so recently.
Well, I finalized your test result. Let me show you how blindness might be related to your eye strain and other symptoms. Our eyes weren't meant to fixate on digital screens throughout the day. The green lines you are seeing indicate where your eyes should be aligned from viewing digital devices like smartphones, tablets, or computers. The red lines indicate the alignment where your eyes are most comfortable during the test. The mismatch between the red and green lines indicates that your eyes may be struggling to comfortably align throughout the day.
Ah.
This puts strain on the largest nerve in your head, leading to pain and potentially causing eye strain and your other indicated symptoms. Your results have been finalized and shared with your eye doctor.
Yay, thank you, Lindsay.
You may now take the headset off and return it. Thank you.
Cool.
Goodbye, Lindsay.
Good work.
Sweet.
Do I have the goggle lines?
Yeah.
A little bit. I tightened it. I kind of. It doesn't hurt.
Oh no,
Well, and so with the connective tissue disorder, we're more
It feels
prone
nice.
to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just have impressionable skin.
Well, that's one of the things.
Just wanted to make sure we got a good measurement.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd rather, yeah.
How would you like to go about this?
I don't know.
All right.
What, I don't know.
So,
Is that, can we look, are we going to look at the screen here?
yeah,
Okay, so I'll come over and stand and look at the screen. Are you going to show me stuff?
sure.
Cool.
So you can go through either result or both results.
Whichever we're on this one, so let's do Carolyn.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, what we're doing in that test is we are looking to see how far your foreas drift out at distance, and then again at near. 90% of people, their eyes drift out. They have larger foreas at near. They're more exo at near. So what that basically means is your eyes rest slightly out at distance, and then when you go down, they're out even more. So if you're trying to focus, and we have like examples here. So when you're looking at a TV, your natural eye position is here. So when you want to focus on that, you have to pull it in with your eye muscles. So if you're doing, let's say, 2-pound weights, right?
Mhm.
You can hold them for 30 seconds. You can hold them for a couple minutes. You hold them for 30, 60, all day long. Not only are your arms going to hurt, shoulders are going to hurt, neck's going to hurt, back's going to hurt, going to tense up.
I'm a painter.
And
Yeah.
you might not be
Yeah,
as
this
good.
one's an artist. So.
Yeah. So that's your TV, but then when we go to your reading, it's twice as dramatic.
Wow.
So basically,
Lord.
you're off the screen. There's nothing wrong with you. This is actually like very common. And
That explains why I always hold things so far away.
Yeah, so you've corrected your accommodation with being able to see clearly as far as you can using standard lenses, but in terms of like lining them up, I've actually had people return these because they said their vision was like 4K. It was too good. I was like, all right, well,
Wow.
sorry, I think. But
Okay.
and-
I'm sorry we corrected your
and-
vision so well.
yeah, which is, teach their own. But basically here, when you're looking at, if this was that tablet, right, you're using, I'm not going to use that, let's use an actual tablet. So you're here, your eyes want to be out here, so like this is not a comfortable position. We've only been using screens for X amount of years, right?
Right, yeah, our bodies aren't designed for that.
And more recently, it's dramatic. So the average employee, I think it's in the U.S., is 97 hours a week they're using screens because that's not only at the office, but then they
go home and get on screens.
Right. And so you're just doing this, you're looking at an area you're not evolved to look into, and now your eyes are overworked.
Yeah.
So there's a mismatch on where you're landing, so that can result in a number of symptoms. So basically, when you go to your doctor, let's say you were here, we don't, with the average patient, like all this stuff's important and it'll go into your prescription. But what we really want to know is what's going on here. So like we can go with your neck pain. How long have you had neck pain for?
I mean, we didn't really start having a conversation about your chronic pain till you were maybe middle school, 8th grade.
Yeah, I'd say like my neck pain, like when I would like wake up and like general use of my muscles and everything was probably when I turned like 15.
Yeah.
When like my puberty was slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it often?
Yeah, because also I have
TMJ.
jaw clenching
Okay.
issues, so it's just kind of like this
Sounding
entire
familiar?
area of my body is just kind of
Sorry,
like.
I don't
Also,
mean to
we're-
smirk, but
Yeah.
that's a pretty. We
Uh-huh.
don't index for that. We don't have clinical studies on
Yeah.
TMJ,
Come on in.
but they tend to.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
this
tend-
is so cool.
They tend to
That's
run
really
hand in
Uh-huh.
hand. So your neck pain, is it like here and then down behind your shoulder?
Coat hanger.
It's like it's coat hanger, but also like here and like it kind of like shoots up the back of my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I also have been diagnosed with cervical dystonia, and I actually started getting Botox treatments in here because I also have disc degeneration. I'm really avoiding neck surgery because, but that has actually helped stabilize, which has reduced some of my neck strain, but I still have, like, I don't quite have the neck pain this one has because this one's in the studio painting like constantly.
Okay. So
But-
you're constantly in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I was doing that.
Okay. So, and what do you do to manage that?
Well, for one, since I'm not on like screens a lot when I paint, because I'm normally listening to music, I normally give my eyes a break by standing far away from what I'm doing.
Yep.
Because that also it also helps when you're creating, because you look at it and you're like, this looks really weird, but I don't really know what. So when you step back and then you're like, oh, this are weird. So oftentimes when I'm at school, I do have less eye strain, unless I'm reading.
Right.
So it's not, I think you know this, but it's not just the screens, it's just the distance for phones.
Yeah.
So,
That's so.
Like I've had to put I've had my laptop like all the way back here, like leaning back, because I'm just like, okay.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
And that's part of why I bought this little contraption here, because when I could have my phone, but I could have my phone back away from me in order to like view.
Which makes sense, right?
Yep.
That's easier for you. All right, and then what about like your motion sickness?
So that really recently started. It's like within the last 6 months it started. I was in my friend's stick shift car and I was sitting in the front seat and I was overwhelmed by nausea that I had to have a bag in the car because I was like actively trying not to throw up. And I've never had motion sickness in my life.
I was gonna say you never, but I always would have like I would get sick. I would be better driving or in the front seat, and I couldn't read or do anything. I'd have to kind of have the road in my sight line. But like other vehicles were fine. Like I never got. I would maybe on boats initially, but like airplanes were fine, trains.
I started getting motion sick while I drive.
That is new and not good.
Yeah. So we were in Pittsburgh one time, and that's when I first noticed it with the hills and everything, and how like
the rolling,
everything is, and I was like, and it was like a 30-minute drive, so I was kind of suffering back there, and with like older cars, also like
they're not as smooth.
They're not smooth either.
That,
but like. It normally happens when I'm on really twisty, windy roads.
See, well, yeah.
So it's not
because you can't. Well, from what I'm gathering here, your eyes want to focus further out, but you can't because you want to know where you're going. Yeah. So it's closer in with the curves. I don't know.
You've got peripheral stimulation,
right? That keeps changing.
So you're doing these little movements.
Yeah,
like when you look left to right, your eyes shut off about 3 times, and you don't really even notice it. So each time they're doing a line. So basically what would happen with these lenses is you want to be here and here, for example, or here. Instead of you doing this work, we've just calculated exactly where you need to be for both. So you'll sit where you're most comfortable. So you're not doing that work anymore.
I don't have to like move around because I also do this game a lot. Because I have progressives, so I'm also like.
So the thing with progressive is that so this measurement here, we'll go yours.
Okay.
Lower, actually.
Yeah, their prescription's stronger than mine too.
Your 4As, I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay.
So these lenses, sometimes people think like, oh, they have to be very exo for this to work, or for them to have to be working so hard. But we're just as effective treating a 0.8 basin, which is. Your prism amount is half of hers. Oh. Basically, more than half.
You're more messed up.
So, but what's interesting is like you're saying the progressives are really difficult. So
just because I'm finding, but that's because I'm trying to accommodate the distance. Because I want to, when I'm reading, hold it at the computer distance.
Right.
And so then I have to like do this game to get the reading part at the computer distance. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and there's a lot of, I'm sure you're in premium lenses, which
apparently I have like the best.
And they work on most people.
Okay.
But there are people that can become progressive non-adapts, which it sounds like fought to make them work, but you're constantly moving them.
Yeah, that's why I don't even bother to like these things have been sat on, and I don't even bring them in for adjustments because whatever adjustment happens, I'm gonna have to like screw with it anyway. So I'm excited.
So what we're saying for yours is you're also looking out at distance, not as much.
Not as far.
Yep. And then at near, same, not as far.
Okay.
The thing that is interesting though with your progressives, when you get down to that add part in the lens, that magnification naturally pushes you out even more. So you do so you got a 2.7, right?
Okay.
Distance, but then when you put that add power in there, it goes to a 10. So, and that's just a calculation that we have.
Okay.
So that means you go from here and then the add pushes you further. So a lot of people, when they're going down the lens, they can't find the spot because they then have to do that additional work.
I mean, I'm just trying to. How often do I actually hold things?
I think I hold things closer than you.
I tend to try to get things farther away from me.
Cause my natural phone position is right. My natural phone position is right here, right down here.
Yeah.
It's not very far away.
I can't do all of my shoulders are fixed now mostly, but I still have the strain. But like, I would always try to be like.
Yes. So there's also one more thing that we picked up in your test that we didn't in yours. So this is compensatory convergence response. Observed patient may have actively adjusted eye position during testing, which can mask their true forward posture. So at that point, basically what we're saying is, in the test, you're trying to fight the test. So you may have your left eye is covered.
Yeah.
So your right eye is looking at that yellow dot, and your left eye is going to drift out to where it's most comfortable or its natural position. You're automatically fighting that. So you may have like conditioned yourself or like trained your visual system to do that. So we'll sometimes see it in like vision therapy patients or with doctors who are very astute at knowing what's going on. So
like when I was controlling my breathing that time on the polygraph.
So what we're saying is we got a measurement for you at 0.8.
Okay.
But you could handle additional prism.
Okay.
Good news is with this lens is that we'll bill you for your prescription. We can have the doctor double check.
Okay.
But this is just a diagnostic, so they're going to start with this value. Most of the time, they do prescribe right at it or right near it.
Okay.
What I would say is that if you start to wear this lens, you're like, oh, I can settle into it, but I'm not getting the relief I think I could get. We can always increase that.
Okay.
So you have 90 days of unlimited remakes to get that.
Okay.
So you might end up at like a 2.5 or something, right?
Okay.
But we would start you here. We could do trial prism if Dr. Lee is. When I look at yours, so you're right. This is Carolyn's right eye during the test.
Yeah.
Right along that, the yellow dot is right down the center.
Yeah.
Her eye drifts out. Right. That's at distance, and then at near, it's like double.
Wow.
Right?
Oh my god.
But the right eye stays right here.
The right
and then
eye did what it was supposed to do.
And then we double check it here for both eyes.
Okay.
So my right eye is just
So
compensating.
you're exo, but the pattern that we see with like the eye tracking is pretty straightforward. You're like normal looking, I guess. Regular, more frequently you see that. With yours, you kind of struggled, so you start out here, and then you start to pull it in, and then you lose your posture. So you're kind of fighting it a little bit. So we can remeasure you, and then I can also, the doc would probably just do like trial prism or something.
Okay.
But we can always tweak it until we get it right.
Yeah, I mean, anything will be better than what I'm doing.
Yeah. What's the symptom you're like dying to fix here? You got all of them.
I mean, not all of those are related necessarily to my eye condition because, I mean, I have autonomic issues too, which can trigger any of those things too.
Mhm.
So
Mostly, I just want to feel. I'm sorry. I just want to feel like I can be comfortable doing some work. Like I feel like right now I spend so much brain power like figuring out how my workstation's how I'm gonna work for the day, and also have a second option for when I need to like adjust it based on whatever. So just cutting out 20 minutes of that crap because you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. So
But the light sensitivity is probably my worst issue because it prevents me from driving most places. Because night driving I can't really do because I have astigmatism and I'm just so sensitive. Like I almost want to put on my sunglasses now in here. And then during the day, if it's too sunny, that is a struggle. Or if it's like cloudy but too much glare. Like it's so. And because sometimes I struggle with double vision or not necessarily like trusting like I sometimes don't trust because I do feel like I'm missing things or I'm second guessing. So then that just adds a layer of anxiety to driving. I mean, that I never used to have. So basically all of this stuff to get like, it's hard for me to just pinpoint one. Can you tell I'm autistic? And they say we're black and white, but we really just want more information so we can just tell you 5,000 things.
No, I don't think so. I think there's a lot of things going on with like all these. So you know, to describe 7 symptoms and succinctly is not easy. So like
I've had a lot of practice.
But yeah, so like you're saying like double vision, it's not like
it's
glaring,
not,
it's like phantom double vision.
yeah, and sometimes it's almost like I would describe it back when we used to have film or like exposure. It almost looks like a hologram photo effect. And it usually just it lasts and it kind of fades, I guess, once my eyes fix themselves.
Right. So once they are aligned, right, and they're looking at the same spot, that is what people I think say that these are like 4K because they've never been able to line up everything kind of crystal clear. And then with your other symptoms, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, they all go away. Great. We've pinpointed a major cause of what's leading to these.
Yeah.
Whether your eyes are causing it because of your condition or
whichever.
I'm not the doctor to say that. But if it works, amazing. You'll probably end up getting a few pairs of these. If not, we've ruled it out.
Right.
And now you can go see a different specialist and say, hey, I've tried this. I've given it a fair shot.
Yeah.
But our return rate is 4%. So when people try
That's what they were saying before.
and we back it up.
I'm hopeful. I feel like I'm a good candidate.
Oh, if you can take a glass one.
Fun times.
So this is just a simulation.
Okay.
Don't move it too much. With the 0.5 prism. What's the prism we got this time?
0.6. That was 0.8.
How does it feel?
I mean, aside from how it feels, this is nice. It's weird, but better. I can't describe it.
So that's going to be similar.
It's like when it's not quite like when you went from standard definition to high definition, but sort of. Like everything's just like, it's like we put a tiny outline on everything. Everything's just a little better.
Everything's a little crisper.
Yeah.
Got 2 pairs of glasses. I have regular glasses and a pair of sunnies. I'm keeping my Maui Jims. Those aren't going to be prism based, but as far as for outside, they work for what I need. So I decided to just try a pair of prism sunglasses and the regulars. So here we go. These, of course, arrived on the day I left for the conference. I knew that was going to happen. I was really hoping I would have had them before I went to the conference because then I would have been able to really tell people in person. Okay, it's a pretty case. One of my other real things I'm hoping will happen with these new glasses is that, as I showed you earlier, where I had these on and I had to move them around to kind of, because these are progressives, that there's different prescriptions throughout.
my glasses are always dirty because I'm always touching them because they're just never where I want them to be. And I gave up on getting adjustments because even with the adjustments, like, anyway, so these are the old ones. Look, you can see how dirty they are now. Nasty. All right, these are my new friends. Aren't they pretty? And you can get these as far as I know. I have the Neuralens is what the actual lens is, but I think they can go in any frames. Don't quote me on that. Holy shit. I don't have words for how this, I'm getting chills right now. I don't have to move. I can see myself at the distance just a minute ago that I said I could not. Okay. I need to, I almost don't believe this. Let's try again. Can't. I can sort of see myself okay. Like right now without any corrective lenses on, it's what I would expect to see. Now it's blurrier and worse. Wow. Fucking wow. Okay, so these are my regular glasses. And another thing that is different from my previous frames, and I don't know a lot about frames, but my optician, these are a little bit bigger. She said I had big eyes, and I do, so I needed bigger frame size. So, I like these. I'm very pleased. I wish they did not cost me the thousands of dollars that they did, but you know what? If this is going to solve a lot of the problems with me doing things that I want to do, then it's worth it. And now I'm just going to try to figure out how to make things like this accessible to everyone who would benefit. All right, so I did get a new pair of sunglasses. My Maui Jims are black, like the darkest you can get because light sensitivity, which also goes along with a binocular vision dysfunction diagnosis. But I decided to get something fun and fashionable because while I did have to pay a lot for the Neuralens lenses, my frame insurance was pretty sweet. So I'm going to be fancy. I have a pair of Gucci's. So these are my new Gucci sunglasses with the Neuralens frames. Ooh, that's nice. This is nice. You know what's nice about these versus the Maui Jims is that sometimes I do have to wear my Maui Jims inside because it is a little bit too bright, but because they're so dark, I struggle, like they're almost too dark. These are going to be great inside glasses, I think. So, all right. 5 stars for Neuralens, except for the price. But I understand it. But hopefully, as more people learn about it and the technology is there, prices will come down and or insurance companies will realize the value in people being able to see.
All right, feel free to ask me or any of us any questions about anything you see on the show. And it's just our names at hackinghypermobility.com, or you could do info@hackinghypermobility.com. Tell a friend about us. Tell your cat. All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks, we hope. Okay, bye.